Oh my god. Me streaming on a Saturday? It's more likely than you think. My laptop is being like weird because it's acting like it's taking up a lot of, what's it called? Either memory or CPU, but it's not actually doing it when I check the task manager, so I don't know what's up. We might crash today. We'll find out sooner or later. But I'm going to give it my best shot because I've been missing doing Saturday stream. Hi, bunny! Yeah, they are very pretty. This is my main obsession in this game. His name is Sampo. He's the worst and therefore the best. He's giving very Team Rocket villain, which is, you know, my origin story. I think my first like fictional crush was James from Team Rocket, and that has not necessarily changed, so an older. Oh, this is not the MC. Let's see. Let's see. This is the MC. I like her too, but I haven't played her that much. I do really enjoy her as a main character though. But this is the dude that I really enjoy. He's just very silly and probably hiding a darker side, which is gonna be very fun. And this is my most recent pull. I got Kafka! She came home in 20 pulls, I'm so happy. Only villains can put up with a long fringe. It's the source of their anger. That makes a lot of sense to me. But yeah, I got Kafka this banner, and I'm so happy. I still have not gotten any Sampo Eidolons. Like, I don't even have Eidolon 1 on him. I don't know what it is. He just will not come home. But it's okay. I'm not mad about it. I also got Locha last banner, and I'm very happy. He's a I mean, it's been hinted to me that his alternate self in Honkai Impact is like bad news. But I love him. Something to look forward to in the future. Yeah. But yeah, we're not just gonna sit here and look at their portraits, even though later on I'll probably be farming to help ascend Kafka and maybe Sampo, depending on how long we sit here. So yeah, we're gonna hop into gameplay and play a bit of the event, because once they release Fontaine for Genshin, I'm not going to be available in Honkai. Very excited for Fontaine. So let's see. So this is gameplay where you sort of just cancel everything. Yeah, I wish I could. Alright, we're gonna grab my faves and hop into the dungeon. How is it compared with Genshin? They're similar in a lot of ways because they're made by the same company, but they're also different in a lot of ways. In that I feel like Honkai, Star Rail, Honkai Impact is only mobile as far as I know, so that one would be only mobile. But I feel like Star Rail is also more geared to being mobile first, I think. a lot of the gameplay is not like it's different in that it's turn-based. So because it's turn-based and you don't run around and do battle in 3D space, it lacks some of the flexibility and like dodging of damage and using environment for cover or whatever that you can do in Genshin. But at the same time, it's for mobile especially, I find it a lot easier to play Star Rail because I don't have to... Like, I hate on-screen joystick controls. And I am so happy in Star Rail that you don't really have to worry too much about the accuracy of your movements. Because the overworld is only for... I mean, yeah, in the overworld you try to dodge engagements with enemies sometimes. But, like, most of the time you're probably going to be engaging with the enemy anyway, so it doesn't really matter that on-screen joystick controls are clunky. So it's like... I think the combat in Genshin is more fun in some ways. Because you can play around a bit more and it's like...
Trickier to crack.
Timing, skill and all that is more dynamic. But Honkai is easier to play when on the go, especially.
Time for a fun.
The audio is sounding very strange. I feel like we might be crashing soon, but we'll do our best.
You chose the wrong enemy.
But also, Star Rail, because you can't use sneaky stuff to dodge damage or like shoot from a cliff high up above or whatever. Honkai has a strategic element to it that is also nice, where you like have to work with specific constraints that you can't avoid.
More enemies. Time for a fun. Stand still.
May as well kill them all.
And because MiHoYo are like really good at creating appealing characters, all the characters are great still in Star Rail, and
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
and like all of these animations are still gorgeous. And the story is also fun. I was like not expecting to be super into it because
This combat needs optimizing.
I can enjoy, like, I do like sci-fi in general, but I don't necessarily enjoy sci-fi set in space a lot.
We're just having fun.
But it helps that like a lot of gameplay is on like you go down to different planets and different worlds to experience them. You're not in spaceship all the time. And you get to experience all the different cultures and like interplay between the different fictional cultures of these different space space worlds, basically. And that's really interesting, like the galactic political plays. I do enjoy those. Let's see, it's attenuation. Okay, yeah, this is the one that gives all the weaknesses. Let's see, we have 4 things left to discover. That's one of them. Oh, nothing in the corner this time. Okay, oh, so it's just health? Okay, one more thing left. Of course, it's the last one I check. Okay. I mean, it's not gonna do me anything to take them, but it feels bad to leave them. Nice fast attacks too, not Final Fantasy like summons. Yeah, I mean, I am playing on double speed right now. So it is twice as fast. Of course. But yeah. Actually, I can play a little bit on normal speed so that you get to see all the pretty animation and stuff a bit.
Might be trickier to crack.
It might actually be easier on my laptop too.
Time for a buzz.
So this is regular speed. Oh my god, it feels like I'm playing in slow motion.
Relax.
What are you waiting for?
Oh god, the lag is pretty bad, huh?
The customer is king. And for me to
You were
portray
saying you
the
quite like
game,
the story.
well,
Yeah, I do like the story so far. The characters are very compelling
This combat needs
to me so far. And
This speed too slow.
like a lot of the writing is very charming. It's like they clearly have done a lot of pretty extensive world building, and they clearly like take that seriously. But they're also having fun with it. Like there's a lot of humor in it, and I like that. It's fun. And also, because I got quite into the Genshin lore, it is very fun to like gradually discover the ways in which
Fine.
Genshin and Star Rail connect. Because it's not like you definitely don't need to play Genshin or Star Rail to understand the other. But when you play both, you're like, and presumably also when you play Honkai Impact, you're like, aha, I see what you did there. Yeah, it is the same universe as Genshin, like, sort of. It's unclear still
Flower?
exactly,
I owe you
exactly how everything fits together specifically. But it has been confirmed, I believe, that
Stand still.
because like Honkai Star Rail and possibly Impact. I have not played Impact, so I don't actually know the details of that one. But Honkai Star Rail is like you're going around in the entire universe, and especially the latest story mission implies that some of the characters have been
We're just having
like
fun.
immigrated from the Genshin world. So presumably the Genshin world exists in the Honkai Star Rail universe in some manner. But it's not confirmed or clear how exactly they fit together.
Receive divinity.
Good as new.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Wonder if they'll ever have characters visit the Genshin world later in an expansion. I don't... It's unlikely that a lot of them will visit the Genshin world, because the entire idea of Genshin is... Well, someone might, but it's not going to be a lot of them. Because the entire thing with, like, Genshin's world is that it's kept isolated
Pity.
from
Choose the wrong enemy.
the entire universe. Like, they are an isolated... They're giving a lot of Noah's Ark, dropping hints like Noah's Ark parallels, and also like it's a bubble universe, so it's being kept insulated.
What is it we're
So-
waiting for?
There's probably not going to be a lot of people coming in because the powers that be in Genshin actively do not want people to come in or out. That said, there are some characters who have been confirmed, or at least heavily alleged, to be going in and out of the Genshin universe. Notably, the main characters are supposedly from outside, and there's the if any lore experts are like into this. Yes, I know that it's also possible that they are originally from Tevat, left Tevat, came back to Tevat. But the point is, they have gone out at some point and come back at some point in that case. So there is some people who presumably go in and out of Tevat, but it's not easy, and it's not a generally known phenomenon. For most people, they do not know that there is an outside world. Do you think the barrier is more about protecting Genshin from outside or protecting outside from something in Genshin? That is actually a very interesting question, isn't it? Ooh, this gets into like lore speculation territory because it has not been explicitly confirmed. But the way it looks to me right now is for Genshin. I think that the powers that... I think Celestia, or like the Heavenly Principles, whoever it is that's really pulling the strings, they are being like... They're basically a dictator. They want to control their own bubble, literally. So I don't necessarily think it's so much about... It could be about protection, but it's also giving, maintaining and controlling their own sphere. But that's my interpretation. It's not necessarily true. Because there's a lot we still don't know for sure. But a lot of the lore that we've been presented with so far indicates that it gives a lot of similarities to how in the real world how Christianity gradually overtook a lot of real world religions.
The dead will return. That which is seized must be repaid.
So yeah.
For a buzz.
So basically,
Just having fun.
currently there's no confirmed
At this
this is how it is. But
Good times.
That's the impression I'm getting from the lore we've been given so far. But there's a lot of problems with Genshin lore in that the reliability of the in-game texts are often disputable. So it's gonna be interesting to see what we are given in the upcoming
What are you waiting for?
expansion.
The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Relax.
Time to settle your accounts.
Imagine this perhaps some changes in lore
breathing
plans with
sensation.
Genshin being made with many.
Remember it.
That may be part of it, but they've also clearly planned for the whole unreliability of the lore to some extent from the beginning. I don't think it's a mistake at all
Stand still.
with how it's been built up thematically, because part of the plot is like the way that history and
More business now.
Allow me to see.
historical accounts and basically who controls a narrative and how what we regard as truth is created, and how and like what truth is and isn't,
Time for a buzz.
and like who controls it and how. Which is why I like Genshin lore so much, and I'm very curious about how they're going to conclude that whole storyline. Yeah, it is fascinating, and I like it a lot. And it's like very relevant to the world we live in right now. What's the next big context patch for Genshin? The next big thing is that they're releasing Fontaine, which is the water-themed area nation where no, I don't want to switch actually. Yeah, it's the water-themed world, also the world based on France, which has a heavy theme of justice and performance.
Ouch.
So it's going to be very interesting to see what they do with this.
Time for a buzz.
And also it's going to have a significant part of the gameplay be underwater gameplay, so it's going to be very fun to see how that works.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
They said in the developer interviews, they said that it's going to be about 50-50 in Fontaine with overworld or like with land and underwater areas by the time that they've finished releasing
Sensation.
by the time that they've finished releasing all the areas, because they're not going to be releasing all of Fontaine right away. But I do have faith in that they'll be... Oh my god, okay. the last undiscovered resources here, of course. So I do have faith that they've made a bearable underwater experience. Whether or not I'm going to prefer it to the normal is going to be... It's to be discovered.
Time for a
Of
buzz.
course.
This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow.
But like, since it's going to be such a big part of it, I do think they've
Fun.
done their darndest to make it fun.
Pity, you chose the wrong enemy.
Relax.
They seem to be taking the time with this. I'm confident they do a good job. I don't actually have much of a concept of
Just having fun.
how far ahead they are in development. Because like when COVID hit, they did end up in a pickle with delivering content. So they can't necessarily be that far ahead, but also game development isn't necessarily linear. So they've probably been working on the concept for Fontaine even before the pandemic. Just
Time for a buzz.
probably like more conceptually than
Just having fun. Try this on for size.
producing assets.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Allow me to see you off.
Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm looking forward to it. Is there any indication how much more content they want to do with Genshin?
Kill 'em all.
That is a good question. A lot of people who invest a lot in their characters, like monetarily especially,
Always takes care of his
I know they are worried about what the endgame's gonna be like.
Stand still.
I don't super care about that because I'm mostly playing for
Enemy.
the plot anyway. But from a plot perspective, there's at least 2 more nations that we know of after Fontaine that will be revealed at some point. So that's for sure going to be a thing. There's Natlan, and then there's why am I blanking on it? Genshin Russia. I'm completely blanking on it. But yeah, the Fire and Ice worlds are left. I mean, they are literally inspired by real world areas, so not my fault. Even though they're not necessarily one-to-one on countries, some of them are more like areas, like vaguely Middle Eastern African country. But yeah. No. The ice area is very Russia coded. And Natlan, at least so far, has been hinted at being actually, maybe I should save up some action points in this case.
Relax.
But yeah,
Eternal sleep.
it's been hinted at being
Will return.
Native American coded, which is people have had concerns about that since it was first like described, which I fully understand because they could have treated Sumeru better as well.
You took me just like that.
So yeah. But it's also
Stand still.
Sounds like more business knocking.
I mean, I'm not gonna defend it. They could have done a better job of portraying things in a more respectful manner and less like
Receive divinity.
this is the entirety of the Middle East and Africa-ish.
Paid.
But it's also like, especially the lack of
Time.
black and
Relax.
brown people in the Africa slash Middle Eastern ish area was strange. Like, for sure, there are white people living there and from there, but you'd expect to see like more than one or two black people at least.
Might be trickier to crack. Time for a buzz.
So there is that. But
What are you waiting for?
yeah, we don't actually know that much about
The customer is king.
Natlan,
And
so
for me to portray the king well.
hello, Coco Goat.
Gotta make it worth my while.
But yeah, we don't actually know much about Natlan yet, so
Never left.
hard to judge on something we haven't really seen much of. But yeah, Fire and Ice countries are left, and then after that, I suspect that we'll be going up to fight God in the sky, or God will be coming down to us. But at some point, we're definitely going to fight God. And there's also probably going to be some side areas.
Abyss flower. Blue.
Know you want.
That breathing sensation.
The final boss of every RPG, God. I mean, literally though, except whether or not they're actually gods is to be determined. Should I? Yeah, let's just go. Is Honkai also based on in real life countries or a bit wilder? I get the impression that it's on in real life countries. Again, fictionalized versions.
Thanks. Good to me.
That which is
A lot of the characters in Star Rail. Oh wait, are you talking about Star Rail or Impact? Well, either way, they do seem to be inspired by
eternal
real countries.
sleep is not the end. The dead.
At least a lot of people's names and theming are highly reminiscent of specific cultures. Like Sampo, for example, his name is based off the Sampo, which is a Finnish artifact in folklore that was able to churn out salt gold and wheat, which is a metaphor for being able to create
This.
wealth and food, which is like how you measured wealth back in the days. And Kafka is clearly based on, or like clearly reminiscent of Kafka. Very Kafkaesque. And then there's like a bunch of different tidbits that ties into real world areas. Interestingly, Belobog also seems to be Russia coded a lot, but also like Germany-ish in some places, I think. Like Landau, which is the last name of what are they? Why am I blanking on everybody's names? But yeah.
Time for a
Anyway,
buzz.
it seems like a mix.
Fun.
And then we have one thing that's like fun
Sensation.
in
Remember it.
Genshin, the quote-unquote Chinese area is like inspired by traditional Chinese culture or historical designs,
Try this on for size.
while in Star Rail they've done a Chinese inspired area that's highly futuristic. So they're not necessarily sticking to only one in one area, but my human brain is only enough space for Genshin or Star Rail. That's what I was thinking first too. But I think for me, because I have Genshin only on the PlayStation due to Sony not liking it when you go play with some other friends, it means that
This combat needs optimizing. At this speed,
I can only play Genshin when I'm at home by my PlayStation. Which is fine, but if I ever leave my home and the PlayStation, that means that I do not have
Waiting for.
access to Genshin. So I've ended up playing Star Rail
And for me to portray the
and Genshin in sort of different situations.
Times never last. Time to
Because
fly.
I can play Star Rail on both my PC and my phone now. And because the gameplay in Star Rail is more portable anyway, I end up playing Star Rail on my phone a lot, which I can't do with Genshin. So I can, open Star Rail on a break at work and play a little bit. This guy was the one I was thinking. Jeopard! Like, his last name is Landau, and that sounds more Germanic to me than Russian. So, like, it's a bit mixed. And also the themings in Star Rail and Genshin, they sort of run parallel, but in Genshin, the themes are more religious, mythological, alchemical in nature, while Star Rail so far is more sci-fi, science fiction-y, philosophical to some degree, but Genshin is also touching on philosophical themes. But also they have a lot more of art and film and game references, overt game references in Star Rail than they have in Genshin. They still have some of it in Genshin. Like apparently the entirety of the god building subplot in well, not necessarily subplot, it's part of the main plot, but anyway, part of is like heavily Evangelion referential in Genshin, which I did not catch on my own, which is a bit embarrassing. But I was busy thinking about other things. I was thinking about the mythology. It's not my fault. Anyway, I'm just gonna bring Tingyun with me. Now let's go take this one down. No shortage of other things to think on. No, and that's also what's really fun, because there's a lot of like lore people in Genshin, and I follow a bunch of different lore people creating content, and like some of the big themes obviously everyone's going to start relating to because they're the main thing to focus on, but even with that, a lot of people can focus in on different specifics from different regions, mythologies, or different aspects of
Divinity.
Pity. You
the real world equivalents, or the game implications and theory crafting and stuff like that. So there's like a lot to think about, even with a lot of people working on it. And obviously a lot at this point is still speculation anyway, so
May as well.
hard to
kill 'em all.
tell what's ultimately going to end up being
You took the bait just like that.
relevant.
Relax.
sounds like more business knocking.
Like, I haven't checked in on the latest state of the chess theory. I've for a while held that chess theory seems like a good start, but I've
Sensation.
felt weird about some of the assumptions people have been making. And I recently saw a thumbnail of a video that I haven't watched yet, about how apparently Zhongli's gnosis wasn't what they assumed it to be, so I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out. Chess theory is how to go into this. Basically, there was a trailer released where oh shit, we're running low on health. Okay, cool. That was the last thing to discover. We might not make it to the end of this one, but we'll see how it goes. I can at least heal if I go into battle here, so. Well, chess theory, in one of the trailers in for Genshin, that focused mostly on the baddies. People noticed that not only were they playing a game of chess in the trailer, but the chessboard used the Gnosis, which is like they're important artifacts to basically the gods of the world, is how I'll simplify it. It's a bit more complicated, but basically all of the gods of the different nations in Genshin has a gnosis, and it has some sort of significance to their powers or their connection to Celestia, the heavens. And the quote-unquote bad guys in Genshin have been collecting the gnoses for their implied nefarious means. I do not necessarily agree that they are the bad guys, but in black and white. But they noticed that not only does the chess game use the gnoses of the gods, but they also directly seem to reflect the games that, was it Kasparov played against Deep Blue, the AI who he played chess matches with famously. And they were like doing the same moves as in the real chess games, which led people to start analyzing the plot of Genshin from the perspective of how the matches between Kasparov and Deep Blue played out. So from that, people have been able to sort of deduce the direction that the plot of Genshin will be going in. And of course, this isn't necessarily going to give us all the details of how things are going to go, but it will give us probably the overarching emotional arcs of the grand battles taking place in the story. Yeah, like, because Genshin is such a huge fandom at this point, there's just people who know something about everything taking part in it. So basically, chess theory has been, ooh, don't kill, oh no, you killed Kafka.
Eternal sleep.
Well, shit. That's a pickle. We might not make it through this dungeon in this round. That's fine.
Receive divinity.
I owe you one.
That which is seized must be repaid.
Ouch. We're just having fun.
Yeah, we're not making it through this one. Oh, what's this anyway? Oh yeah, let's do that. It's probably not gonna help us win this match, but it will at least make us be able to do something a bit more.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
So yeah, Genshin and Honkai lore is fun because it can go into such granular detail.
Bloom.
And there's a lot of
Senpo Koski always takes
detective work you can do that will probably actually pay off. And there's a lot of nuance and
Allow me to see you all.
discussion that you can have. Amaze makes a lot of content to enjoy about it too, like lore videos. Yeah, I've learned a lot about various religious
Receive
history and mythological
Owe you one.
themes that I
Ouch.
most likely would not have learned of
Try the size.
if I hadn't started looking into it through Genshin lore. And it also highlights, for me, it has also really highlighted how oh right, that one summoned new ones. But we can destroy you at least. Oh right, I had these. I could have not died. Okay, well. We live and we learn it. Nobody's perfect. Should I prioritize going deeper or should I try to find health stuff? Yeah. Okay. We have one more thing to find. Oh, well, there we go. Okay. Let's get rid of you first. Let's see if we can't find... Okay, cool. Let's see if we can make it through this. Oh right, we still have the others. Supposedly Bronya and Sayla synergize really well, so...
Great.
Let's hit this bastard before he counters.
This battle is unavoidable.
It sure is. We're not going to be able to inflict any type changes anymore, so might as well just use it.
You gotta make it worth my while.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return!
Let's see. What does this do? Removes one debuff from a single ally, increases their damage, and allows them to immediately take action. Okay. Okay, let's use that actually.
The time is now. Lend me your strength. What a headache.
What does this do actually? Deals quantum damage and increases speed. Sure. Is there an overworld to run around in 4-star like Genshin? Sort of. It's less... What's it called? It's less free than in Genshin. But yeah, there is an overworld to run around in.
Don't mess with me. You'll pay for this. The time is now. Lend me your strength. What a headache. Who's next?
Stay close! Not a step back!
Sampo Koski always takes care of his friends.
He countered.
Receive divinity. That which is seized must be repaid.
This battle is unavoidable. I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past. The time is now. Lend me your strength. So you are afraid of me.
And let's just go on. Punch this guy a bit. Let's start here. Cool.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Coolio. I'll save the ult until the shields go back up.
The time is now. Give me your strength. Don't mess with
What
me.
does her ultimate do? Increase attack and crit damage of all allies. Sure.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
We're just having fun.
Just doing a silly goofy haha. We're not fighting to the death. No. Okay.
Eternal
Field went
sleep
down,
is
so
not the
let's
end.
go.
The dead will return.
You keep saying that, Lotcha, but you have not brought my dead back to life. Oh, cool. There we go. Ooh. Versatile Joker, huh? Oh, hello. 6 undiscovered resources. Oop, there we go, one of them. Cool. Will I get lucky? No. Maybe we will get through this. I didn't expect us to. Oh, I can use these. Bye. This is the last level in this floor anyway. Hello, Clara. Oh, we can't go any higher. Okay, I should have saved them. Very well. I feel like there's gonna be a boss enemy here. Oops. Oh, I forgot I shouldn't use it. Oh well, actually it doesn't really matter if I use it or not. This is gonna be the last one anyway. Ooh yay. Alright, well, I feel like the Bronya Sela combinations worked well, which is not surprising since they were thematically and plot linked to each other, so.
Great.
Indeed.
I'll free you from your chains. Disappear among the sea of butterflies. Illusions of the past.
Let's see if we make it through this one.
You'll pay for. The time's now.
Support your girlfriend! Yay!
Don't mess with me.
Sampo Koski always takes care.
Pity, you chose the wrong enemy. Receive divinity.
battle is unavoidable.
Let's collect some points.
Sounds like more business knocking. What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Man, I love Sampo so much.
Watch the face!
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
Please recover. Thank you. Oh yeah, we can break. Nice. Can we break the other one?
This flower, blue.
Thank you, Locha.
That seized must be repaid.
I'll free you from your chains.
Oh, it's so close.
Disappear among the sea of
But with Bronya, we can.
illusions of the past. There's always a weakness. Evildoer.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead will return.
Ooh,
We're just
17,000
having fun.
damage. Nice. Let's see, let's see. Let's apply some more wind shear here. Just punch whoever.
Don't mess with me.
And now let's collect a bit more of those points.
The time is now. Lend me your strength.
Use the girlfriend coalition.
We're just having fun.
I meant for it to break this one a bit more, but that's not what we get. Woo!
You'll pay for this.
I've been bad at
Lend me your strength.
building
What a
my character's relics, so they could be doing more damage, but
disappear among the sea of
it's not fun to grind.
Sounds like more business knocking. Watch the face!
No, my boy.
Divinity.
Thank you, Locha.
What are you
Love you,
waiting for?
Locha.
The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Don't mess with me.
Yeah, Brony's after this, so let's save a skill point. Ooh yeah, ooh yeah.
We've entered the storm. To guard and defend. Crush them!
I think at some point the enemies will get suspicious of the bugs sometimes with a hidden bump. Yeah, but
The time is now.
it's sort of
Give me your strength.
ambiguous how intelligent some of these enemies are. Some are clearly meant to be like sapient or above, but some of them are more like animals, I guess. Though I suppose technically the enemy that see it also die. Yep. Like, it would be one thing if, like, Sampo waited for them to open the box, but he does kind of go and,
Abyss flower, bloom.
just, open the box for them.
Seized must be repaid. The dead will return.
Oh, we're so close.
What a headache. Who's next?
Oh no, don't freeze Bronya, no! Oh my god, okay. Well, at least they didn't freeze Locha, I guess. Ooh!
Pity.
Thank you.
You chose the wrong enemy. Receive
Oh, I could have
divinity.
Your assistance
defrosted
is timely.
Sele, but oh well.
Evil doer.
I guess we'll use this to farm some more skill points.
Sampo Koski always takes care.
Don't mess with me.
Ooh, we made it! I wasn't entirely sure that we would. Thank you. Right. Okay. I won't be able to finish everything today anyway, because this last ruin isn't going to unlock until tomorrow. What was the achievement I got? I used a total of 20 characters to form a team with Sampo and win at least one battle. Oh! Okay. It's my Sampo appreciation achievement. Let's see, 76. We are not close to being able to do another shot at a Sampo Eidolon. Alright, well, I think that was enough of that part for today. What time is it? 21. I think I'm gonna have a little bathroom break. And then I'll do some more... something else. Let's see. I have so much story quests left. Do any of these seem fun? Oh, we could maybe do this one with Jingshe. Yeah. Bathroom break. And then we continue with a little bit of story mission. One of the smaller ones, adventure missions. I don't want to start a big one tonight, because I don't know if I'm gonna have the energy to keep going much longer. But I feel like a story mission should be doable. Just gonna set myself to teleport and then we go to break. So, see you in a bit! Alrighty. Hope y'all took the opportunity to run to the bathroom too. Let's go see what this quest is about. Made tea. What kind of tea? I haven't been into tea yet. It's been too warm. You're here! Heard you've got some problems you'd like a hand with?
It's not so much a problem for me as it is for this guy. Since Mr. Chingye is here now, maybe he can talk about it himself?
I'm just a young apprentice who cannot graduate, so I'm not qualified yet to lead any team. Please don't call me master.
I'm just saying it for convenience sake. Don't worry about it, Chengje.
It's a black tea. Kenya Kasabi. Ah, I remember you. You are the great hero Master Gongshu mentioned. You said you helped him fight off all the monsters in the commission. Is that has to be a reference to something, but I really envy you. I can't do anything. I'm just a piece of trash wasting my days away at the Artisanship Commission. Every time I come across something dangerous, I flee in fear. I'm such a chicken and I've got no sense of artisanship. Fear of death is pretty normal. That is an odd way they wrote that monsters. Yeah, it has to be some kind of reference, but I don't know what it would be. Fear of death is pretty normal.
Yep, like, seriously, what's more normal than being afraid to die?
But I was doing just that, and still lost my master's manuscript. It's absolutely unforgivable. It's probably not something that's going to be Chinese specific, because they're pretty good at localizing references and stuff. They haven't really been doing anything that would be incomprehensible in English. So I don't think that's it, but I don't know. The manuscript is my master's legacy work of his lifetime, and it's the only copy in the whole galaxy. That seems irresponsible. Legacy work? What happened to Master Gongshu? Miss, please get a hold of yourself. The one who passed away is Master Ryan, a craftsman who used to be my mentor when I first joined the Artisanship Commission. It's not my current teacher, Master Gongshu. My master's manuscript should have gone down in Zhenshuo's history. Zhenshuo. I'm not actually 100% sure how to pronounce that. I've only heard the EN voice acting version. But I was too busy saving my own skin and I didn't take it out with me. I really am utterly useless! Why didn't you make a copy of something so important? I feel even worse now! Well,
If I were in his shoes and didn't save or back up any of the Divination Commission's files, I wouldn't even dare to sleep.
What you said is true, but it's too late for regrets. It's impossible to make a copy of it now. Oh my god, look, Kafka is on the wanted poster! That's fun. Is this manuscript really that important? I'm not that learned, and I've always felt intimidated and underqualified to face this manuscript. That manuscript is Master Ryan's magnum opus. I thought that one day I'd be able to actualize its visions myself, but now I won't even get the chance to try. Just find the manuscript and you'll be fine, right? But the Artisanship Commission is filled with uncontrolled ingenia and abominations awakened by the ambrosial arbor. I dare not. That's cold. I see. If it's lost, it's lost. Is this why you've invited me over, Jingshu?
I didn't expect things to turn out like this. Don't mind me right now. Just help Jingjie find manuscript.
Miss Jingshu, are we pushing it too far?
Just let the right people handle the right things. Besides, it's too dangerous for you to go back alone.
I agree, but apparently only on one condition.
What condition?
Don't even think about slacking off this time. Miss Jingshu, I'm begging you.
Well, so much for my lazy day plans. Anyways, got any leads on the manuscript? Those manuscript thingies all seem identical to me.
After Master Ryan passed, his manuscripts were packed away by the Artisanship Commission. It should be placed in the Sapientia Academy. Sapientia? Well. My master's dream was to create a Starskiff that nobody's ever seen before. There should be words like Starskiff designs, keel structure, Starskiff engine on his manuscript.
That's enough for us. If you keep using more of those fancy words, we ain't gonna understand anything. Let's just head out, Tabriz.
Yeah, it's so difficult to understand the word engine.
I knew it was gonna be trouble when the Master Divine assigned me to the Artisanship Commission. Seriously, I'm just a lowly custodian who looks after the repository.
But yeah, that is... Oh, it's Blade too. Wait, was it always Blade or was it Kafka and Blade? Is it switching between them? Did I see wrong? Well... Oh, no. Okay, it switches between them, so I did see right. That's fun. I like that. Okay, let's go find Master Ryan's manuscript. Is this thing overheating? Should I be worried? Let's zoom out a bit so I see where I'm going. Are these enemies? No. Okay, cool. Okay, we're going that direction. Left the safe zone. There's a skill point recovery item there. But I don't need it right now. But yeah, this is the overworld, basically. Oop. I meant to take this one. No, don't come for me, 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 don't come for me. I'm busy. I'm busy. Leave me alone. I'm busy. You didn't see anything. It's cool. What's with the tree roots extending into the walkday? Is it meant to be like that? Well, part of the main quest for this area is that a powerful and mysterious item called a Stellaron was inserted into the tree that this world, that this planet's world has been greatly historically affected by, and currently has been serving as a sort of landmark and reminder of their history. And the Stellaron revived the tree, which has now started to attempt to grow over the world here. At this point in the story, we have stopped the expansion of the tree, I believe, but it hasn't been cleaned away yet. Or actually, did we stop the tree or did we just stop the arbiter? Oh well. Unnecessary detail for now. Do you think the environment will change as you progress the plot? Maybe, maybe not. I think after this... After this part of the plot, we'll probably eventually go to a new area. So they might not develop this further right now. It's not impossible.
This is the Sapientia Academe. Stay sharp and expect the unexpected.
You go in and find the manuscript, I'll keep watch at the door. I'll go in and find the manuscript, you keep watch at the door. Let's both go in. Oh, let's stick together. Let's both go in.
Great. You take care of 90% of the area and I'll take the rest. Go.
After a long period of rummaging around, the alarm was not triggered and countless dusty old documents were unearthed. They're like toys that have been kicked under the sofa by some uninterested cat, with no chance of seeing the light of day. In addition to all the manuscripts lying about, there's an envelope titled IPC Designer Invite. Judging by the date, is already over 120 years old.
It was pitch black in there, so to save trouble, I pulled out everything that looked like a design manuscript. Why don't we sift through these here and see which one of them is Mr. Ryan's?
You'll have to help me look for it.
I don't plan on slacking off. But you know how I am. I'm not exactly the most enthusiastic worker around here, so do try to cut me some slack. You were just starting to sound like the master diviner. I often hear from mates that messing with the craftsman's toolbox is like choking off a craftsman's dick. Once we find the right manuscript, we'll have to put the rest back promptly. Otherwise, the Artisanship Commission folks will come after me. Oh my god. I do kind of understand that though. I'd be annoyed if someone just went through my art stuff without even asking. Like, I'd probably be happy to lend my stuff to other artists or friends, like, without too much of a fuss, but I'd like to be asked first. This is a design manuscript that explains the working principles behind the Luminiflux Pixis, which seems to be related to a kind of demon named Heliobi. Heliobi? And this design is attributed to Master Gonshu. Next. This is a blueprint for the Automaton's exterior design, meticulously documented by an anonymous craftsman who seemed to have an unwavering commitment to aesthetics. The craftsman scrawled in frustration upon this manuscript. "Those fools know nothing of beauty. All they do is besmirch my gorgeous automatons." Next. This is a manuscript about the design of a type of star skiff, showcasing its structural finesse. The blueprint boasts a cultivation method for a lightweight keel that promises tighter turns, faster speeds, and much longer voyages, far outstripping any other vessel on the market. That's probably the one, but let's keep looking. This is an event proposal that mentioned the spatial diffusion device called Hexanexus. The organizers realized that these Rubik's Cube-like contraptions were not getting any attention, so they decided to take matters into their own hands and awkwardly place them in every nook and cranny of the venue. There's bound to be someone who is curious enough to solve these. All our efforts will not be in vain. Okay, it's definitely the previous one. This looks like the one. Give it to me. I'll keep this manuscript for the time being. After all, I'll be outshone by you if I go back empty-handed. However, this IPC Designer Invite seems pretty important too. I suppose it's kept in the same place as this Starskiff manuscript. We should probably take it with us?
Let Chengje decide for himself.
You're right. Let's get him to see it for himself. Anyways, let me tell you a pro tip for the workplace. If it exists, just bring it, even if your boss didn't explicitly ask for it. If the Master Diviner wants something and I don't have it on me, then I'll just say it doesn't exist, and everything that does exist is already with me. This way, I'll never have to run back for things. What would you do if Cheng Jie said, "Oh, I suddenly remembered. That invite is also important. I wouldn't want to keep running back and forth. It's gonna be so tiring. But if he doesn't ask about this, it's really not appropriate to just hand it over to him. So I'll leave it with you for now.
Suddenly I don't want to work on the job anymore.
That's how I feel every day, actually. But work has to get done. That's why I downgraded my mantra from how to avoid work to how to slack off at work. You should learn from my work philosophy.
Monster's voice. Oh, boo-hoo.
What noise is that? Uh-oh, there's monsters nearby. Be careful, Tabris.
I don't know what careful means. In this house, we only smash.
More enemies.
Try this on for size.
Oh, I forgot to put Kafka on this team. Oh
Allow
well.
me to see you off.
Say lovey.
What are you waiting for? The customer is king. And for me to portray the king, well, you gotta make it worth my while.
Ouchie.
I hope you're prepared. In the name of Yekol pardons the wind. We shall never fall!
Time for a buzz.
We're just having fun.
This ends here.
This combat needs optimizing. At this speed, too slow.
It feels so weird to see them at this speed.
Darn it, I've got some bad news. The Starscape design manuscript that Chengjie wanted is damaged. What should we do?
Let's just be honest and tell him the truth. What are we gonna do about it?
Oh no, this is bad. I'm gonna get blamed for this and go down in Zhenshuo's history as an eternal sinner. Let's just go apologize now.
I don't think it's gonna be that dramatic. PC designer invite. An invitation for joining the Interterrestrial Peace Corporation as a designer. Enthusiastic, cordial, with an astonishing salary offer. Congratulations, designer Ryan. We warmly invite you to join the IPC Technology Department. The dream. Well, not necessarily for an organization like the IPC, but like getting an actual design job that pays. Sign me the fuck up. We have to go around. You don't mind me. It's fine. You don't have to think about me. We're good.
Sup? You're back. Did you find my master's manuscript for the star skiff?
About that, I'd like to explain a bit more in detail.
Something happened to the manuscript? No way!
How to put this?
Jingjie tries to be as dramatic as possible when describing how the manuscript was retrieved. Jingjie seems to have a good idea of the situation after listening to everything. Thank you, at least you managed to bring back the remaining parts of the manuscript. But I should be blamed for this. If I had been more brave and taken the manuscript with me as I fled. More like, if it's so important, why didn't you make at least one copy? Ooh-hoo-wah.
Jingjie, are you okay?
Oh, I'm such a wimp. How can I be such a good for nothing? I keep saying I'm all about my master's manuscript and his dream, but all I did was sit here, waiting for you guys to do it for me. I can't even protect a manuscript. What kind of artisanship commissions craftsman am I? Yeah. Just prepare better next time. This has nothing to do with you being a craftsman. But every time I pick up my tools, I can only think of my master teaching me these artisan skills. As soon as I think of these skills, I'll remember that I lost his final manuscript. I can't go on like this.
Oh, have a nice dinner. Thank you for coming by. Tiberius, we can't let him be depressed like this. Say something or I'll start feeling guilty.
You should complete the missing parts of the manuscript.
Bye!
No, asking me to fill my master's shoes would be like asking a toddler to duplicate the most famous art piece in the world. If I'm in low spirits at work, I'll simply get a wide open space and take a wee stroll. How about this? Let's put the manuscript aside and pick up the mood at Starskiff Haven, huh? Oops, wrong person. Oh well. I can't stay at the Artisan Commission anymore. I'm homeless, it doesn't matter where I go.
Then let's head out. Destination Starskiff Haven.
Oh my god. This guy. Like, it's not like I don't understand feeling crushed about it, but...
Wherever there is business, there is Sampo.
like... Just do better next time.
Jingjie, don't be so crestfallen. Look, there's food and drink, there's the Sleepless Earl for tea, and there's Star Watcher Avenue for shopping. So, where do you want to go?
We can go wherever. Miss Jingjie, you call the shots.
Tiberius, what do you want to do?
Let's go eat some snacks.
Alright, we'll go to a snack stall and see if there's anything good to eat. Come on, let's go.
Berry pheasant skewers, tusk pear wraps, steamed puffer goat milk, plus the famous mystery steamed stuffed buns that everyone's been eating lately.
Jingjie, what do you want? It's my treat.
Thanks, Miss Jingjie. That's very generous. I don't want to eat anything.
It's okay if you don't want to eat. You too, what do you want?
Give me one of everything, thanks.
How about you wait and eat later? We'll leave Jingjie somewhere else and take a stroll.
Excuse me, I wanted to eat the snacks. Starskiff Haven, Starskiffs. I just want to see Starskiffs soaring through space. Let's go. We'll look at some Starskiffs.
Let's go then. We can go to the bridge and watch from there.
Tusk pear wrap, song lotus cake, guaranteed delicious.
I would like some delicious Luofu snacks. Possibly. Let's see. Oh, they're so cute. Look at these. I'll just take one of each. They're so cute. And I always forget to buy stuff because usually I do okay on healing. And I usually don't struggle a lot on battles either. Okay. Is that a new quest? Huh. I'll have to pick that up sometime.
Did we get bamboozled?
Hello, Jerry Liang.
Sorry. I hope I pronounced it okay.
Welcome to the stream.
Starskiff should be a familiar sight for all Zhenzhou citizens. I crisscross the skies on skiffs every day, watching the buildings on either side rush by, just like they have for 100 years. Lots of Zhenzhou people are just like me, who never really thought about the cleverness and technological advancements behind the Starskiff. We just took it for granted and thoughtlessly enjoyed its convenience. Good design is practical, and the more practical it is, the harder it is to be appreciated, is what my master always said. He's loved Starskiff dearly his whole life, and hoped to build an even better model. I should have been a Starskiff designer myself, but my grades were too low, and before I could even finish studying, my master passed away. And now I can't even protect the manuscript that he's left behind. You and your master seem really close. No, Master Ryan was always so nice to me, but my level was technically never good enough to be his apprentice. I lacked the talent and was too lazy, but he still never cast me aside. All I felt was powerlessness and regret when confronted by the genius of his work after his passing. I hated that I wasted my apprenticeship, not knowing how to carry out my master's final designs. We've only had 20 years of apprenticeship between us, and it's all gone so fast. Well, they're a long-life species, so I guess 20 years isn't long for them. So your master wasn't actually from Xianzhou? Xianzhou. Yes, but since I got to know him, he's never left the Luofu. He was more local than the locals. He used to joke with me that if it weren't for me, he would have gone and joined the IPC.
Hang on. He may not have been joking around with you. We've found an IPC designer invite. Tabris, do you have the invite? Quickly, let's show Chengye. Chengye.
Cool. Are you done with the story already? Define story? Like, main quest, yes. I am done with the main quest. I haven't done a lot of the character quests. So I have not started on the Kafka quest. Yeah, main. Yeah, I'm done with the main. A designer invite from my master? Hand over the invite. Confirming handing over the invite. Ryan Master Ronso. Master Ronso. I can't believe that's his name. Alright. This was indeed my master's name. And this date was the very same day 120 years ago when he took me on as his disciple. He chose me and stayed at the Artisanship Commission. He gave up the Interastral Beast Corporation.
We're both confused here. Could you please tell us the story between you and Master Ryan?
But I'm not a natural storyteller. This might take a while. That's cool. Tell me all the details. The Artisanship Commission has never turned away any students from outside of the Zhenzhou. They are full of energy and ideas and are always looking to learn knowledge and skills from the Zhenzhou. And Master Ryan were one of those outworlders. Outworlders. I think he was originally a materials researcher. After coming aboard the Luofu to study, he was granted the status of craftsman, which is proof of accreditation for foreign students. Usually, these short-lived species leave after graduation, returning to their homeworld or finding other work. Because they soon realize that all their enthusiasm and talent pale in comparison to what long-lived species have seen. This is a gulf of time that very few short-lived species can bridge. Most people can only sigh at this barrier. Plus, the long-lived craftsmen often look down on the short-lived outworlders with an arrogant attitude that cuts deeper than the gulf of time. It's no wonder that my master wanted to leave at first. At the time, I was also struggling with my dwindling career. I studied Starskiff manufacturing but didn't have any knack for it. Lots of masters told me to stop, and that there was no point in staying at the Artisanship Commission. I'm not sure why, but Master Ryan decided to take me on as an apprentice. Just as I was falling to the rock bottom, he reached out and gave me the strength to keep going.
So, 2 people who plan on leaving ended up staying. That's what you could call fate, right?
Just needed one person to tell me you want as an apprentice. But my master, he could have left and been a top designer at the IPC, but he stayed behind instead. Why?
Because he wanted to stay at the Artisanship Commission, because he could see himself in you, because he wanted to study Starskiffs.
Well, he probably definitely wanted to study Starskiffs. He could probably also see himself in Xingjie, but I can't necessarily say that. Well, let's go with he wanted to study Starskiffs.
You even said it yourself. Master Ryan originally researched material science. But you've been talking about him and his passion for Starskiff design. Presumably he stayed because of his love for Starskiffs. Short-lived craftsmen need partners and friends if they are to survive in the Artisanship Commission. As an apprentice of Starskiff manufacturing, you must be able to understand his dream.
I never put this much thought into it. I just remember that my master was willing to teach, and I was willing to learn. Looking back, all those years were filled with happy memories. But time passes so fast. Before I realized what was happening, his hair was already grey. One ordinary afternoon, he said he was a little tired and wanted to rest. But he fell down at his work table and never woke up again. Time is unfair to everyone. His time has ended, yet here I am, wasting away my mediocre days.
That's how things usually end when a long-lived species makes friend with a short-lived species.
I owe my master so much. I'm lazy by nature and always put things off. If I could have graduated earlier, I wouldn't be left here with my regrets like I am now.
It's never too late to graduate, then you definitely shouldn't be giving up. Regret also has its own beauty.
Ah, yes. The wistful wasting away. God. Then you definitely shouldn't be giving up. Like, if you're regretting something, that means you still care about it, right?
Take this damaged manuscript as the final exam paper left behind by your master. If you can complete your master's Starskiff design, then that means you can graduate.
Complete the damaged manuscript? Can I really do it? No, this is the last possible thing I can do for my master. I have to do it. I'm definitely gonna do this.
That's right. If there's anything we can do to help, just say the word. But if everything's all good now, then,
Okay, I want to see the whole manufacturing chain for Starskiffs. Can you take me to see it?
Tarbers, how about it?
I am a bit curious about him being a craftsman. I've never seen how Starskiff get manufactured, but I'm curious too about how Starskiffs are built. I get the basic design principles of Starskiff manufacturing, but I've never personally been here to see the production line or the process with my own eyes. That seems like a flaw in your education. To complete his legacy, I have to be down to experience production, just like a real craftsman does. Yeah.
I guess. I can't escape the work of being a guide, huh, Tabriz?
Let's go! That's great. This cannot wait. So let's get going to Stargazer Navalia. Let's. Teleport! Getting your own designs onto the assembly lines in Stargazer Navalia is the dream of all craftsmen in Xianzhou. Master Ryan mentioned countless times how he helped optimize an engine here that's been mass-produced here and sold all over the place. However, that engine became obsolete over the past century and has fallen to the annals of history. But he always used to say, good design should be timeless.
Zhengxie, just tell me straight. How can we help you?
First up, there's monsters causing trouble around Stargazer Navalia, so I need your protection. Next, I need some visual data in Stargazer Navalia to complement his manuscript.
In other words, some physiographs, right?
There are many steps in the Stark Skiff manufacturing process, and each one is important. We're not just in charge of taking photos, are we? I'll explain the manufacturing principles to you laypeople, so at least the whole trip won't be in vain.
Then let's get going.
Alright. This quest is getting more involved than I expected it to be. Alright, let's is that felt? Not the button I meant to press. Let's see. I do use this team also. I'll just keep the one open, but I haven't used this one in a good while, so let's put Silver Wolf first and have Kafka here, and then Sampo here. Enable. Hello, Velt.
Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. Miss Shikui sent us a side crane. See if you can get an aerial visual. This is an emergency. We need to find where the star skiff crashed as soon as possible.
Connect the site. Oh no. Oops, this is another quest. Sorry, Velt. Another time. We're good. Oh, no, we are not good. Okay. I guess we're fighting. Sometimes they don't follow you down the stairs, so I guess this one did.
You took the bait just like that. Time for a buzz.
Let's double speed it here.
Let's settle this.
this giant water tank hold seeds?
It's not a water tank, but a Starskiff incubator. It's filled with a culture medium that supports the Starskiff seed during the germination phase. And it can ensure the biological material grows in a nutritious and controllable environment. Hold up! Is this like Evangelion shit again? Bio-robots. This is the first time I've ever heard about this. Tarbris, you got any questions here? There? Starskiff seeds? Yup, as the name suggests, it's a seed that can grow into a Starskiff. But it's not a seed that grows into a plant-like structure. It incorporates moldable metals, biological materials, jade abaci, and more. All of the growth data for a Starskiff is stored inside its seed. In other words, these seeds come with their own design manuscripts, and each seed grows step by step based on the design plan. In the absence of any external stimulus and with sufficient nutrition, a Starskiff seed will grow into a keel in one go. Culture medium? Generally speaking, the ratio of catalyzers in the culture medium is fixed. However, it can be adjusted based on the design of the ship. Depending on the composition ratio, the strength and growth speed of the hull will vary. So there are craftsmen from the Artisan Ship Commission who specialize in researching the ratio needed for the culture medium during the germination phase, so as to make the ship lighter, more durable, and safer. There are many cylindrical culture medium injectors at various phases along the Starskiff assembly line to make fine-tuned adjustments to it as it grows. Germination phase? There are 4 main stages in the growth of a Starskiff. The germination phase, the embryonic phase, the nutritive phase, and the forming phase. What you're seeing right now is the germination phase. During this phase, materials such as fallow earth and ligneous free roamers inside the Starskiff seed will form the earliest signs of seed, germ, and embryo. If anything goes wrong during the growth process, we need to clear out the failed Starskiff seed and destroy the biological matter in the metal frame. Starskiffs grow out of seeds?
That's what made me most curious too. Every day I'll be catching one of these Starskiffs without knowing that it's actually been grown from a seed.
You must have heard of the legends of the Ambrosial Arbor, right? That's what brought about the technological revolution in Xianzhou, especially the Alchemy Commission. They had an utterly miraculous technology. But after Rainbow severed the Ambrosial Arbor, most of the tech was lost. However, this Starskiff growing technology was retained. Let me take a photo of this incubator, then we can go check out the embryonic phase. Interesting. Oh. Okay. Well.
Does that hurt?
Let's go. Let's fight it before it fights me. Oh, hello.
You took the bait. Time for a fun.
We're just having fun.
Sure are.
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Let's settle this.
Relax.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
Stand still. The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
So true, Kafka. A very normal thing to say. Oops. Okay, we're running. Oh, no, that's not where we're going, apparently. Oh no, we're good. We're good, buddy. Oh, we have to activate the elevator. Of course, of course. I know what I'm doing. I am gamer. Come on. So, can starskips feel pain? That's someone. Oh, hello. Apparently, I've missed that one before.
We can use it.
We sure can. You're gonna be chill or what?
Why are you here on your own?
Why are you interfering in my quest?
I know you want to help, but we need more intel on the crash site before we start the rescue. There's no time to lose. Let's go.
Are you gonna be in my way, Velt? Oh my god. Okay. Are you gonna fight me? No? Okay, cool.
It's like I can already see the form of a starskiff taking shape. They really do grow out of seeds into a ship.
Even though I've read about it 1,000 times, I still feel a sense of the incredible in the face of such wonder. The embryonic phase is the most important stage in shaping the starskiff. If you don't regulate the temperature and culture medium properly, or if the design data has any errors, then the starskiff seed will fail to grow as designed.
That is to say, during this phase, there's still a possibility of chucking out a failed seed.
That's right. Some fast-growing anomalies can even burst through the incubator, causing the culture medium to leak out. When that happens, the incubator basically just gets trashed. A trashed incubator? Despite the confidence in their own designs, even our craftsmen have their failures. Check out that incubator over there. Its designers must have miscalculated the self-growth algorithm of fallow Earth. If I want to complete these designs, I need to focus on these growth patterns of starskiffs. Has any serious accidents ever happened before? I heard Master Gong Shu talk about how Stargazer Navalia was attacked by some elixir seekers before. Rumor has it, they got a sample of the ambrosial arbor and hoped to use some starskiff culture medium to grow a new ambrosial arbor of their own. However, they were actually getting the wool pulled over their eyes. It was actually just a bonsai tree from the Alchemy Commission. When they dropped their bonsai cutting into the culture medium, it was like detonating a bomb. In a flash, their hideaway had a massive tree burst through the roof, causing the whole building to collapse. That massive tree spent the next few seconds withering before dying off, and that small twig gained incredible vitality within seconds, and then exhausted all life within a few more seconds. It really was a terrifying phenomenon. Looks like this seed is about to be wrapped up. You can't actually see the core part of a starskiff that has taken form. For one thing, the Starskiff seeds develop a detailed and complex root system during the subsequent phases, which also acts as the internal Jade Abacus network aboard each Starskiff. For another thing, the toughest biological materials on the exterior will gradually close up, so that the Starskiff can continue its core internal operations even when it encounters severe impacts. Genshin impacts.
Already starting to lose track of everything being said.
Help me take a photo of this incubator. Then we can go check out the nutritive phase. You're a bit too close for comfort, honestly. Let's just,
100.
yoink.
You took the bait.
Stand still. Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
More enemies.
Relax. Didn't hurt.
Nothing major.
Thanks. You're too good to me.
What are you waiting for?
I made an
To
oopsie.
betray my customers, I charge extra.
Time for a fun.
We're just having fun.
Stand still. Say bye to breathing.
That one's not gonna live for long anyway.
Nice. Let's do it again when you're leveled up.
Many details are invisible from this angle. Let's move to shoot from a different angle. From over there? Okay. Is that a... That is a big treasure.
100%.
Let's grab it.
You took the bait.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom. Relax.
We're just having fun.
I'll see you off. Nothing major.
Stand still.
Receive divinity.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Eternal sleep is not the end. The dead return!
Cutting the net.
Time for a buzz.
We're just having fun.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Relax.
Oh.
More enemies. Time for a buzz. This is double speed.
We're just having fun.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Let's settle this.
Stand still.
Sorry for being quiet for a bit. It's just nice to rest my voice a little.
Time for a buzz.
We're just having fun.
Relax.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra. I owe you one.
Eternal sleep
go.
is not the end. The dead return!
Would love to see it.
Is that it? Stingy chest.
Oh, there's another one here. Nice.
Is that it? Stingy chest.
Let's go! Whee! Where are we supposed to stand? Oh, down there. Oh, okay, I see.
100.
Oh no, wrong one. Oh well. Whatever.
You took the bait.
Stand still. Say bye to breathing.
perceive divinity.
Good as new.
Nothing major. More business, eh?
This combat needs optimizing. This is double speed.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
We're just having fun. I'll see you off.
May as well kill 'em all.
Pew!
Oh, okay.
More enemies. Time for a fun.
Thanks. You're too good
What
to
are you
me.
waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Eternal sleep is not the end.
The dead return! We're just having fun.
Relax. Stand still.
More business, eh?
The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
This is a great shot. Thank you so much. Oh. Can't hop over there. Is there a teleporter closer? There is.
Oh, I think I can see the shape of a star skiff. Is this the nutritive phase?
It looks like it's almost done incubating. Even though we haven't done a thing, there's still this spontaneous sense of pride. Oh no, if I take...
Oh no, if I take pride in any of the work, then I can't just slack off without feeling guilty. Don't you think so, Chingchi? Chingchi? Darn it, Chingchi is missing!
Help! I just came to admire the Starskiff's design then. Help!
Oh no, I told him not to run around. Let's go, we gotta save him.
Can I have fun this time?
Sure can.
Time for a fun. This is double speed.
just having fun. What are you waiting for? To betray my customers, I charge extra.
Good times never last. Time to say bye. Boom.
Sorry, just have to look at that thing.
Stand still.
More enemies. Time for a fun.
We're just having fun.
Oh.
Relax.
You chose the wrong enemy.
Can I have fun this time? Time for a fun.
We're just having fun.
Stand still.
This is why you don't run off on your own. Thank you for saving me. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't be able to fulfill my master's dream.
Well, it's starting to seem like you are just using your master's dream as an excuse to wallow in self-pity.
Oh, I'm sorry. You're right, I've been talking about my master's dream all day, but I'm quickly growing numb to the concept of this word, dream. At first, I'd burst into tears whenever I thought of Master Ryan's face, and my heart would skip a beat. But now, Master Ryan's face is like a blur to me. My master's dream is like a thick old scar in my heart, an itch that I scratch every now and then, so I'll never forget his memory. Now I can't even tell if I really want to fulfill my master's dream, or whether I'm just reminding myself over and over not to forget about him. I'm afraid that one day, I'll think of Master Ryan and there won't be that stirring in my heart anymore. That'll mean to me that my master has truly left my life forever. How on earth could I ever hope to repay the time he has spent with me? I gotta do this when this dream of my master is not completely faded away in my mind. I have to finish it for him. Oops, I've been talking to myself again. Let's go back to the incubator and all those star skiffs, yeah. You mentioned star skiff engines before. There's a circulatory cutway on the tail where the jade wheel gets installed. That's the star skiff engine I was just talking about. It's an integrated jade abacus that controls gravity and motion. The Meridian pin at Stargazer Navalia also operates using similar tech principles. But lots of illegal modders will exploit this, installing military-grade jade wheels into civilian starskiffs, and many have paid the price with their lives. After all, it's all illegal and highly dangerous. Do the incubators grow alongside the starskiffs themselves? Oh, I don't think so. This is just a bigger incubator. Looks like the starskiff is almost ready. Yeah, help me snap a shot of this incubator here. Will do. Photos have been taken of the star skiff in nutritive state. Wee. So that's far. Fully grown starskiffs are extracted from their incubators and temporarily moored here following assembly. Before long, they'll sail all over Zhenshu and become part of the scenery around us. Starskips really are a miracle of nature. Starskips really are a miracle of nature. One does not simply sail without a starskip. Ugh. To boldly sail where no starskip has sailed before. Starskips really are a miracle of nature.
Can't you please curate your own thoughts?
What, and just make references?
Any more photos, Changji?
Help me snap a pic together with the starskip. Thank you. Oh, a selfie? Sure, I can snap a starskip selfie for you. Beautiful. Maybe that didn't count. I've actually been quite uneasy during the whole of our journey to Stargazer Navalia. Can I really design starskips? Can I really fulfill my master's dream? Or am I just looking for some kind of escape from reality? This trip doesn't seem to be helpful for a craftsman, though.
You don't sugarcoat things, do you?
You're right. I doubted myself before coming here. Since my knowledge about every step of the starskip manufacturing process is top-notch, was it really necessary to come here to look at things for myself? But luckily, I'm here. I've got my motivation back, and now all I can think about is completing my master's manuscript as soon as I can. From that moment on, I've been constantly wondering, is there anything that can transcend the confines of time? A masterpiece, a world-changing idea, the passing down of knowledge. Nothing. Is there anything that can transcend the confines of time? Maybe the passing down of knowledge. Makes sense. If you take on an apprentice and that apprentice takes on their own apprentice, wouldn't that transcend time? That's actually a pretty good idea, but I haven't reached the level of being able to take on an apprentice yet. My master's manuscript has never been published before. Once finished, I trust it will become a masterpiece that transcends the confines of time. My master spent so much time and effort on teaching me, on igniting my passions. He gave me all this time, the most precious thing for a short-lived being. So I have to repay him in kind. I want to prove that the time he spent was not wasted. That his time spent will flow on through me, and that it will flow on through his surviving works. Just look, every day there are so many starskips leaving Stargazer Navalia. One day I'll build my master's dream ship, push it out gently, and set it sailing in the busiest lane of Starskip Haven. When that day comes, I'll be a real graduate. And my master will approve of me, I'm sure. Go for it. Get it done.
Well then, how about you keep an eye on him, Tabriz?
What, for his entire manufacturing time? Please, Tabriz, supervise me until I'm done. I'll be looking for you back at the commission soon. I feel like I'm filled with motivation now. Once I get back, I'll go all out. I'm off then. Thanks again to both of you for all your help. Finally,
that's resolved. Thank you so much. I'm exhausted, so I'll go back now too. Talk to you later.
Oof, I'm also tired now. Interesting. Ooh. Skill points. And money. Cool. Alright. I think that's it for streaming today. Ooh. Very nice, Kafka. Yeah. Thank you all for hanging out with me today. Next week should also be a Saturday stream, barring anything unexpected happening. So, hopefully we'll get back into the swing of things soon. Yeah. Thank you all for coming out and watching and chatting with me today, and I'll see y'all next week. Ooh. Have I seen this one before? I don't think I have. Nice. Yeah. See you next week. Good night.